So I was actually talking to a mate, one of my best mates, yesterday, and we were talking about success and what to do to get there. And we were both talking about how there's a feeling at times, especially when you're first starting, of directionlessness and helplessness. You feel like you want to get a goal, and you see all these people on social media or just in general in society. They're all like business owners, or they're all doing this and that, and they're wealthy, and they have that financial success or any type of success, and it looks like they're working and they're busy, and you listen to them talk and they're like, just do the work, like work hard, blah blah blah. And you're like, yeah, I want to work hard, but what the fuck, excuse my language, do I do? Like, what do I do? And you're lost. You're like, I know I want to start a business, but what business do I start? I know I want to be successful, but how the heck do I get there? Like, what do I do to get there? Like, I know I need to get there, and I know I want to get there, but how do I get there? Because there's not much information for that. And this is where it comes to what you actually need to do, or what I believe you need to do, and what I've done, and it's definitely helped me loads. Okay. I lost train of thought. I was gonna bring up another point. So, that's what I was gonna say. Because at the end of the day, every person's journey of success is unique, right? So when you listen to the advice or read the books of successful people, every version of success and every story of success is completely different. So yes, hard work is true, and your path is going to be much different to theirs. Okay, so that's why it's so hard to find direction. And so, in order to find this direction, what you need to do, and what I did, and this is what led me to get my direction, is cut out all distractions. And what I mean by distractions is things that do not have any sort of return in quality of life or trajectory towards success. Okay. So things that are distractions are video games. And listen to this. All right. Your mind subconsciously or consciously will come up with excuses. Ignore that, because that's why you're in the position you're in. Okay. That's why you don't have the body you want. That's why you don't have the body you want. That's a joke. That's why you don't have the maybe finances, status, whatever you're looking for. This is because your mind is programmed to a certain way, so you need to remove that programming. Okay? So stop these things today. I don't want to hear excuses. Stop these things today. Number one, video games. Knock them over. Get rid of them. I haven't played a video game in like 4 years. Okay? TV series. Netflix, Stan, Amazon Prime, whatever it's called, Prime Videos, Disney Plus. Get rid of it. It's not helpful in any single way. Okay, gone, out, done, completely done. Entertainment forms on YouTube, non-educational pieces. Okay, and don't compensate. Don't come up with excuses saying, oh, it's entertaining, I'm learning because they're successful, blah blah. If it's not actually teaching you things that you're implementing, or it's not giving you the aha moments, like, oh shit, every time you're it shouldn't happen every time, but most times or progressively over time, then it's waste of time. Out. Gone, done. So streaming service is gone, games gone, scrolling on social media. Okay, this is a strong topic, okay? Because I believe in this day and age, from my experience, I wasn't on social media for a whole year. There can be some benefits to quality of life for social media, but if you don't have self-discipline, the benefits can be outweighed by the negatives. So what I mean by that, if you have the self-control to only touch social media after 7:30 p.m. at night, or after a certain time in the evening, for me, it's actually 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, which I might just drop it back again, which is what I used to do. I used to do 8 p.m. and then I got rid of it for a year, and then I got it normally, and I was like, shit, what am I doing? Remember your old habits. And then I knocked it back, and then I got back to my old ways. So I'm just going to progressively do that. So I'm just going to cut it cold turkey again to 8 after 7 p.m. And when you go on social media, don't go on social media to scroll or waste time. Go on social media to message people, whatever, upload whatever you're uploading. Don't be stupid, by the way. Just interacting. So you want to do social media only for interactions. And interacting means giving content or interacting with the people, right? With your audience or your friends and whatnot. People you're trying to become friends with, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, there's a list, movies, cut them out, gone, done. Okay? And the tipping point is quality of life, okay? Because I'm saying cut out all these things, which is a positive, but don't cut out social time, okay? Make time on weekends, at least weekend nights. Go out to a nice place, go out with nice people, meet new people, do fun things, go on adventures, even if it's like just social gatherings, even daily, do something that you enjoy, okay? Because they're not wastes of time. If it's something, and this is not games, okay? This is not games. Games is not something that you enjoy that's better for the quality of life, because your 85-year-old self that would be laying in bed reminiscing of their past life will not wish they played more games. No. They'll be grateful, or they'll be thankful that they went out and they met that person, or they went out and they did this, or they went on this holiday and they got this experience. Experiences, physical, tangible experiences, okay? Real life. Wake up. We're in the real world. We're in a social world. But no one's being bloody social because of the anti-social revolution. Technology. Get off it. Okay? So yeah. So after you do all this, and you're still having a great life because you're interacting with people, you're still going out, okay? But what you'll have is a lot of minutes and hours, and in total will be years, once your future self thanks you, of time that you haven't been getting distracted. You'll have an hour each day, 3 hours each day, not playing games. So what do? You'll get bored at first. And this is the hardest hill to climb, because you will be very, very bored at first. And you'll be like, how is this? You'll be thinking to yourself, how is this contributing to me becoming successful? Because when you're bored, your dopamine receptors lower, because all this dopamine that was entering your brain and flooding your brain and increasing the amount of receptors are gone. So then you first starve them, and this makes your mind go a bit crazy for the first few weeks, and that's okay. You need to, there's so many quotes, but you need to basically burn the crops for it to flourish and regrow, okay? The flower needs to die to bloom again and make a bigger flower, which is what's going to happen, okay? So you will get really bored, but then you'll be reducing the dopamine. And what this causes is all this excessive free time and boredom will lead to your mind coming up with productive ways to spend this time, because they become more fun, believe it or not. Once your dopamine levels lower, boring things become more fun than like video games and movies and that. Boring things in your terms, all right? Because you've been addicted to all this stupid stuff that's been distracting you with what your quality of life should be, okay? So things like reading becomes really fun. I sound like such a nerd. And not fictional reading, self-help reading, because then what happens, life becomes a game, and I've talked about this before. Then you implement these habits into your life and you're like, oh my God, my life's getting better, like wow. And it's like upgrading yourself, like learning how to talk to people, or learning just so many things, and implementing it in your life, and just seeing the progress and how far you've come in such a short amount of time, because you haven't had these distractions distracting you, stopping you. So then you'll be like, oh, continuing like your exemplar of life after you cut out all these distractions. You'll want to journal. You'll be like, okay, well, my mind's going crazy. What, I need to get this energy out. You'll journal, and ideas will come from that. And this is when the success starts, okay? After a few months, even. It takes a little bit of time at the start because it's a big shock to your system. But in this short amount of time, you're going to grow crazily. And you're going to look back in 2 months and you'll be like, wow, I don't even recognize my old self. Like, this is incredible. So you'll use that time to journal, and this is quality of life. You'll use that time. I look forward to going to the gym. Going to the gym is like my happy place. I get so excited to work out. Like, it's a social, I meet people, I know people there. Like, I'm growing, I'm building myself. I love it. You'll be replacing, like, instead of going to the gym 4 days a week, you're going to be like, on a certain day where you don't usually go to the gym, you'll be like, okay, I've got like 3 hours to spare before I'm going to go to sleep roughly. Back in the day, I used to spend these 3 hours watching a movie or watching a series or playing games. Shit, I'm not doing that anymore. What can I do? You know what? I feel like going to the gym, or you know what? I'm just going to go to the gym. And you go there and you do the workout and you come back and you're like, oh my God, I feel incredible. Win, win, win. Yes, that's how you do it. And then it will all start clicking for you. Shit, like, this is how it works. Like, what Jake was saying is actually true. Like, my dopamine, you just, and you become so grateful. These are all just side effects, positive side effects. And then the other thing you'll start doing once you have all these distractions gone is watching educational videos or podcasts or things like that. And this is when success grows then, because you'll start getting guidance from all these people, and you'll start understanding things about yourself after a long time, a few months, maybe less or more. And I'm not trying to deter you by saying it takes time, because it does take time, but your future self, even a year from now, will be more, trust me when I say this, you'll be so thankful, tears will come down your eyes. It's happened to me, okay? I've been so grateful for the decisions my past self has made by doing what I'm saying right now, that I've literally been beyond grateful. Like, my eyes start tearing up because of the life and the person I've made and the person that's still coming. I am so grateful, and it's to God as well. I can't put this all to myself. And if you don't believe in that, there's the universe, divine intervention, all these things. It works, and even if it's not due to that, there's just something about your mind. The truth is, no one else is doing this, so you're gonna like explode exponentially in a positive direction because no one else is doing this and you are, okay? So then this is when success comes, and this is when you find your business or your career or wherever you want to go, because you have so much free time to think and learn and learn from people about the directions you could possibly take, that you eventually find something or realize something, and that's when your story starts and my teachings end, because then it becomes your journey. You're doing the right things, and success, your version of success, begins. And it all starts with cutting out distractions. These distractions are in our society for a reason. It takes a lot of mental strength, it takes a lot of willpower, but once you cut them out, your quality of life becomes so much better. And when you're 85, God willing, and you're looking back at your past self, your past life, your younger self, you'll be thankful you spent more time going out, spending time with people, failing, taking that risk, doing them things rather than scrolling on your phone, watching that movie, watching that series, or watching that entertainment for 2 hours, being stuck on TikTok for 4 hours every day. Okay, so yeah, that's my bit of bit of advice. I know it's very ambiguous when it comes to seeing success and seeing how they got there, but like I said, every journey is different. So the best thing to do is cut out all the bad things and improve yourself, and then good follows. So yeah, have a great day. Hopefully I helped you a bit, and goodbye.